Rumors had been spreading for weeks in New York about a plot to burn the city and kill its white inhabitants. In the spring of 1741, Manhattan was a cramped, wooden city of merchants, sailors, indentured servants, and a growing population of enslaved Africans. Tensions ran high, competition for jobs, the recent memory of war with Spain, and reports that Spain offered sanctuary to runaway British slaves in Florida. Into that combustible mix came a string of small fires in March and April. Each blaze fed the next rumor. Each rumor hardened into accusation. City officials scrambled. Daniel Horsmanden, a recorder of the courts, kept a running journal of what followed. Interrogations that snowballed into confessions, neighborhood gossip that became courtroom testimony, and a nervous public that demanded answers. The most dramatic testimony came from a young indentured servant, Mary Burton, whose claims about meetings in taverns and secret plans implicated dozens. Authorities rounded up suspects, enslaved men and women, poor whites, tavern owners, and one accused Irish schoolmaster, John Urey, suspected of being a Catholic priest and a Spanish agent. What prosecutors presented as a vast conspiracy was simple to explain and terrifying to imagine. Enslaved people, aided by disaffected poor whites and foreign agents, would set New York aflame, slaughter its leaders, and hand the colony to Spain. In court, the story was given shape by coerced confessions and the promise of leniency. Witnesses who feared hanging or who sought protection named accomplices readily. Taverns like Hewson's became alleged headquarters. Names were passed from mouth to mouth until the list of the accused swelled. The legal machinery moved fast and mercilessly. Dozens were arrested, scores were jailed, and many endured brutal interrogations. Trials produced verdicts that satisfied a frightened populace. A number were hanged, others were burned or sent into exile. John Urey, though his actual role remains contested by historians, was convicted and executed as a conspirator. The city's authorities touted the verdicts as proof they had saved New York from disaster. But the story did not end in the courthouse. The fallout exposed the deep anxieties of the colony, fears about race, faith, and social order, and revealed how easily justice could be bent by panic. In the decades since, historians have combed Horsmanden's journals and the trial records, asking whether there ever was a coordinated plot or whether the city succumbed to a moral panic. Some of the accused almost certainly plotted resistance in small, desperate ways. Others were almost surely innocent, swept up by rumor and a system hungry for scapegoats. The 1741 crisis left scars. Families were shattered, lives ended, and a community's trust in its legal institutions was eroded. The episode became a cautionary tale of how fear can become law. When testimony is bought with freedom, when suspicion stands in for evidence, and when a society chooses expulsion and execution over understanding. In the narrow streets where the fires had sparked and the trials were held, the ash of that spring settled into memory. Centuries later, the New York conspiracy of 1741 remains a study in the anatomy of panic. A moment when rumor seeded a real and brutal crackdown, and a reminder that the search for conspirators can sometimes create the very conspiracies it claims to uncover.